Guys, welcome back to another Mod Review Monday. Today we're going to be looking at the Western Star 4900 by Ironwerx Modding. This mod is going to run you $20.95, and we're going to be looking at version 1.4-1.0. So as you can see here in the mod manager, we have 3 files that come with this truck once you buy it. You get the core, the truck itself, and then the OpenDef. You have to run the OpenDef if you want the parts to show up and for you to customize it, otherwise it'll crash your game. So this isn't like an optional pack, you need it in there. In the OpenDef though, you can customize, some flaps, your dash lights, some logos, a couple other things in there. So you can customize your stuff in there. There's also templates for your skins. All that is in the OpenDef, but again, you need it to run. Now, they do have some stuff on their website that you can get additionally, but it doesn't come with the main package per se. So they got a compatibility pack for the SCS cabin accessories. They got one for the SCS steering wheels, and then they also have one to make the logos, badges, and mud flaps the actual Western Star logo. So all that is on their website in the free section, and you can put that in as well. So I didn't put any of those in. We're just going to look at what comes in the package when you buy it. So let's get into the game. Here we are, guys, in the truck purchase menu. As you can see, this isn't going to be in the Western Star category. Ironwerx has made their own whole category, so you'll see Ironwerx there on the left side, and 170K will get you this pre-built truck that they got for you. So here are our cabins. We have 4 different options. We got our day cab. We also have our 34-inch flat top. We got a 54-inch, and then we have a 68-inch flat top as well. Depending on which cabin you choose will affect which chassis you have available, and I'll go over that in the chassis section right now. So here we are for chassis. The day cab does have the most, and once you start going up in sleeper size, you start losing chassis just due to length. So I'll go through all the chassis so you can see what it comes with, and then I'll tell you what cabins don't work with what. So we have our 204-inch 6x4, our 220-inch. We also got a 228x6. Now this is 3 drive axles on the ground. None of these are lifts, so that's going to be a tri-drive. We have a 264 6x4, 264 8x6. Again, this is a tri-drive. We have a 264 8x6 mid-lift, so this middle axle does lift up. Then we have a 286-inch wheelbase with an 8x6 and 8x6 mid-lift as well. So once you get to the 34-inch bunk, you will lose the 220-inch 8x6. This is the only chassis that is not available for the 34-inch bunk. And then for the 54-inch bunk, you lose the 204-inch. So you don't have the 204-inch. And then for the 68-inch bunk, you only have the 264 tandem and the 286 options. You don't get the 264 8x6 options for the 68-inch flat top. So that's that for chassis. On to motors, super simple. They just use the DD16 by SCS, so The one that comes in the game is the one that you get in this truck, so not much to go through there. For transmissions, you have a decent little selection here. We got 10 speeds in a good bit of ratios from 323 all the way up to a 526. And then we have a 13 speed with the same options, and then an 18 speed with the same options. Um, no, no retarder on these also. Here you are looking at interiors. This is our day cab. Here is our 34-inch flat top. This is the 54-inch flat top. As you can see, we get a bit more space back there. And then here is our biggest, our 68-inch flat top. You do actually get two options here. You get a stock animation set, which is your gauges, and then you get a custom gauge setup. So you can see it changes the skin on the gauges itself. So for paints, we have a flat paint. So this is going to be a color changeable matte, which is nice to see. Not many trucks offer a matte option. We then have white, black, a metallic blue, a dark bluish gray and metallic, metallic charcoal, copper, cyan, dark red, gold, green, lime green, purple, sky blue, yellow. We have a custom metallic, which the flake on this looks pretty good. We then have a custom color, be whatever you want. And then we have some colorable skins. So we have a curves, and this is going to mainly be a metallic color. Can't change the stripes. We got the Ironwerx one, again a metallic base. Another metallic base. We got a couple different line combinations. Can't paint the lines, so you can only change the base on those, and you can only change the base on this. So that's that for paint jobs. And now it is time for accessories, which this is my first Ironwerx mod. This is my first time. Well, I looked at it previously, just briefly, but this is my first time really going through everything. And I've always heard that they're known for their customization, so this should be good. So down here we got license plate nodes. We got 1 or 2. We got a bunch of different custom plates. When I went through, I didn't see any state plates. So I don't know if they have a Discord that has that as a pack or not. I literally just bought this the other day, so haven't had too much time to look into it. So those are your custom plates. We then have banners. So we got long load, over dimension, oversize, wide load, and we even get a custom one. So you can put whatever you want on a banner in the open defs, that's pretty cool. For our bumper, as you can see, we do get light nodes. This truck does come with some lights. So we get a big beacon, a generic one, and then a left and a right, so you could change your patterns. You also get it in small version. And it looks like all the lights can go anywhere, so be mindful of that. This is a brake light. We got a small amber, and this is on. It's just whether or not you want it to have a flare or not, and you could select that. Same thing for red, and then we have a small red left turn signal, an amber left turn signal, and then the same for right. We got a big amber, big red, big turn signal. We also have like a older halogen, amber and red. Got that oval. We got an oval. These are turn signals. We got a square like lollipop. That just switches it. We got it with a black housing. You also have to get it with the chrome housing, and you can get it with a painted housing. And then we have a round one with the same options. So that's that. Those are the lights that come with the truck, and there's some more that we'll see when we get to the back. So for bumpers, I do wish they labeled these a bit better, but it is what it is. We got these like logging bumpers here, and you can change the flaps if there are flaps. So we have one with the bumper guides. We got it with a white one. You can do an animated one, and then just a straight black and a straight white one. We'll throw the animateds on, see how those operate. Which they may go off depending on the bumper. We'll put them back on, no worries. You can get it paint matched. This is our second bumper option with the grill guard, chrome and paint. And you'll see that black, chrome, and paint are the options. That's what it is. So this is our third bumper type. Our fourth. Fifth, which looks like, you know, the oil field type bumpers. And that's that for bumpers. So definitely more of a work truck than, you know, show rig. It's kind of what it's looking like. Up here we have our grill ring. So that's kind of the shroud on the Western Star. You do it paint, black, or chrome. We then have this node here, which actually throws slots right below the grill. And again, you could put all those lights there. Here we can change the grill bars. So you got black, chrome, paint. You have it in a billet horizontal, same options. And then a billet vertical. Here you could change the radiator behind, so this is a little hard to see, but I'll still show you what's up. I think that this key file is just part of the OpenDef, so pretty sure it's just one of those you ignore. You could have no main radiator. You could have a black one. Again, very hard to see. You could have style 1, aluminum or black. Style 2, and style 3. And again, each of those has a black option. It's just kind of hard to see. Oh, that makes sense. This black is just a complete blackout. There's no actual radiator there. So that's what that is. Up here we have our different logos. So we can have it in black, chrome, or paint outline. Actually looks kind of cool. We have bug deflectors. We got a black one, chrome, paint, and a plexiglass. So as you can see, it is translucent. Before I continue on back, something good to note is that there are 3 different hood styles. So we have the SX, we have our SB, which as you can see slopes it down, a much smaller grill, and then we have our XD, which, you know, looks super industrial, super like a vocational spec right there. Here we have front mirrors, so hood mirrors. We got style 1 and 2 in black and chrome and paint, and they are individually choosable, as you can see. Right here there is a node for the motor, which the node is up there. It's easier to see right here. As you can see, we got green, gray paint matched, red, yellow, and custom. Again, in the OpenDef, change the color of the motor to match whatever you want. But that's cool as far as like matching it to if you had a Cummins in here, or Detroit, or you know, whatever you decide to put in there. So you'll notice that some of the nodes do kind of overlap, and I'll try and not miss any and try and show you what they are. So the front axle right here, you could have a chrome front axle, or you could even have a paint matched front axle. But headlights, got our clear, style 1,3D-H. Okay, so these ones actually have some 3D texturing. As you can see, like these ones are more of a, you know, just a more 2D, just flat. These ones are actually got some depth to them. So we got black, chrome, and paint. I have another style, black, chrome, and paint. So 2 3D options. Right here, light ring, you got your black, chrome, and paint. As you see, that's just the shroud around your headlights. Right here, you do have warning flags on the front with the Ironwerx logo on it. Right here for front fender, long and short will change back here. And one thing I did notice is that on the long one, it ends up being see-through. Right where there's supposed to be a fender, you can see the edge line right there. Right here, we do have different front markers. So we got a custom black, chrome, and paint. And then we have the stock one in the same options, which you let me know what you guys think. That texture, I know it's 2D, but you know. Right here on the side, we have our hood logo. So you could completely remove it. And then we have a bunch of different variations. So chrome and black, chrome and paint, full paint. Then we got paint with black, paint with chrome, full black, black with chrome, black with paint. And of course, your full chrome one. So all the way out here on the side is our headlight bulb. So we got halogen, LED, or HIDs. Right here we have our fender flares. We can completely take them off. And then we have them in black, chrome, and paint. So this truck comes with its own wheels. As you can see, they're not, you know, the SCS ones, obviously. Right here we have different hubs that come with it. So we got chrome and paint. And then we have a ton of lug nut covers. So we got black spikes, chrome spikes, paint spikes, and it's not paint matched to the truck, so you could run these a completely different color if you guys wanted to. You got these in black, chrome, and paint. All the same options for all these. There are no hub covers. And they actually have a decent selection of wheels. So we got our chrome, our custom chrome Daytons, which I know these is split rims. And then we have different tires, which actually do have 3D treads, so that's nice to see. We've got the tall, so it actually picks up the truck a bit. And we got the wide ones, which that maybe it's not supposed to be on the Dayton. I don't know. Or no, I guess it's just that one. Then you got some ag tires that you could throw on there. If you guys hear that landscaping in the back, I do apologize. And then we have our paintable Daytons. We got our ag Alcoas, which, as you can see, mainly has ag tires on it. We have some beadlocks in 2 different versions. As you see, the offset on that changes greatly. We also have them in steel. And then down here we got just straight black rims. And all of these are the same as the Dayton as far as tires. Then we have chrome, we got paint, we have a wide black, we got the wide chrome, wide paint, and then we have custom patterns. So I'm gonna just kind of breeze through these. And that is it for wheels. So some different wheels in there than what you would normally see on a tractor trailer, but I think that it's nice that they add, you know, all that as part of the truck. It's not just, you know, just running SCS wheels. They give you the option if you want to throw something cool on, you can. So all those front wheels are there. Up here we have our air filters, so we could either put none or have none. You could do a black cover, and it is on both sides. You could do it with the logo in it. You could do chrome with the logo. As you guessed, paint, and paint with the logo. Then you could put on the air filter itself, which then has its own options. So you could do black with chrome, black with paint, chrome with black, chrome with paint. And then, of course, paint, black, chrome, and you know the drill. With the air filters on, you can change the grill up here. So black and chrome. In 5 different styles. And right here you could do filter light bars. So you could do black and it puts it on the front and back. And it tells you front, back, or dual. So the dual will throw it on the back, front owns only the front. And that's that for the light bars. As you can see right here, like you could actually throw like reverse lights on. So, you know, some lights show up in different places. So just uh, be aware of that when you're customizing. Down here, you can put on front mud flaps. So you got black, short black, white, and then short whites. Your door decal, you have 3 options. And again, you could change that in the open def, so you could have whatever you want on there. We have different doors, so this is on the passenger side. No window, or you could put the little passenger window in there. We have different door handles. So we got black, black and chrome, black and paint, black and plastic, which is a different texture. It's a bit, you know, it looks textured. Then we got chrome, chrome and black, chrome and paint, chrome and plastic, paint, paint black, paint chrome, paint plastic, and then you could do a plastic back with chrome paint and plastic. Right below it, you can change the badge. So you could get rid of it. You could have a black one, chrome, or painted one. Right here are our side skirts. You could have it be black, chrome, or paint. Again, a bunch of lights you could throw on there. Moving up here to the top, we have different visors. So we just have like our stock one in black, chrome, and paint. We have our second option, a bit deeper of a drop visor. Got our bow tie. Straight, you know, not a deep V, but just a straight drop visor. There's our deep V. And that's it for visors. And there are, of course, light nodes on there. So I had to kind of get up close to access this, but there are rivet options. So it might be hard to see. But if you look, well, I'll just tell you where these dots are, there, 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 and there. You can decide whether you want them black, chrome, or painted. And with the visors, you get, I'll throw a bigger one on. You get a node for visor decals, which again can be changed in the open def. So you could actually have stickers and stuff, or, you know, yeah, well, stickers, logos, whatever you want on the visor itself. Up here we have our cabin lights. So we have our stock, and then we have a custom that adds in a couple more, so we get 9 on there. We got, oh, I guess you could put antennas up there. Let's see, there we go. So we got black bullet lights. You could do it with a beacon. Okay, so this one's an auxiliary light. Then we got our marker light. You could have it with turn signals in, it looks like. You could do it in paint. You could do shark fins. 2 different types. Then we have it in chrome. And yeah, there's the rest of the paint ones. And then of course we have our SCS options as well. Moving on back, we have horn slots. So 2 slots for the horns. Got a bunch of different options. Oh, so you can actually get doubles. That's kind of cool. With chrome caps or painted middles. all types of variations, which that's cool. I don't think I've seen that before. And then they even have singles as well. Here we have our beacons. So we got black brackets, chrome brackets, and painted brackets. We have a second style of light. And then we have a beacon bar. As you can see, front, back, they have different patterns. You could also do it in a left, right. So there's our left, right. We have our X-X, which might be, yeah, it might be crisscross. And then you could have it in chrome with the same 3 patterns, and then paint with the same 3 patterns. I accidentally skipped over it, but there is actually a beacon slot on the day cab, or on the, I'm sorry, on the cab itself too, so all the same options. So you could have, you know, doubled up, one on the bunk, one on the cab itself. Moving on back, we have our drive line. So I'll come back here to show you this. This will be your drive shaft. We have our stock one. This is going to be black, chrome, and paint. And as you can see in there, it does your interaxle drive shaft as well. So that's kind of cool. You have a paint match drive shaft and all that. And I guess you could take it. Oh, okay, it just takes the color off. Just making sure. For our step, we have light nodes on the side. You could have a stock black, black with chrome, black with paint, stock with chrome, or stock chrome, chrome with black, chrome with paint, paint with chrome, paint with black. Then we have some custom ones. So we have our custom black, black with chrome, or with paints. We got our chrome, chrome and black, chrome and paint. And then we have our paint, paint and black, and paint and chrome. We now have, ooh, we got tank steps. So, okay, so it gets rid of those back tanks. So we got 150 gallons, black with chrome, black with paint, chrome with black, chrome with chrome, and with paint, paint with black, paint with chrome, and paint with paint. And yeah, it looks like if you change them back, throws tanks back there. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Took a second to load in. Step pad. Okay, so we could change these to rubber, aluminum, black. Oh, bars black, bars chrome, and bars paint. So no stock paint, only bars paint. You can throw a flap on the back here. So single black, single white, dual black, okay, and then a dual white. Here on the tank, we have 3 different strap options. We got black, chrome, and paint. And then for the tank, we got 150 gallon tanks, 190, 220, yeah, we could actually go up pretty high on here. So 355 being the absolute max. And of course, you would be limited by chassis size. So if you picked a smaller chassis, you're not getting that big tank on there. No def, like to see it, and it does do both sides. Up here for the main mirrors, before I keep moving too far back, we have different mirrors here. So we got black, and then we have our lights as well. We got our chrome paint. Oh, chrome with black, chrome paint. Gotcha. So it changes the mirror and brackets separately. Adds that small mirror on the bottom. These are a bit wider, so you can see they're a bit higher and wider actually. And then of course we have the same options with the spotter mirror on there as well. And a third mirror option, the arrow one with the little light in it. So there's that. Up here you have your mirror antenna. You can throw slots in. And then we have a bunch of antennas. So we just have our kind of stock black one, tilted back, tilted forward, chrome one. And we have our coil, chrome coil, a short coil in black and chrome, a regular short black, and then a regular short chrome as well. Right here we can put a handrail on the side, so we either have none, a black one, a chrome one, or a paint one. Right here we have our exhaust, so we have a single and a dual option. We do have a bottom exhaust too, actually. The tanks might be a little long. You kind of see it right there, and you can have it in chrome as well. And then we have our 5-inch single black with chrome tip. Got our chrome paint with chrome. And then we have that short as well. So there's going to be a tall and a short version. We have our mitered. And to expedite it, I may show the black tall and short of each, or the chrome tall and short of each. That way we kind of move through a bit quicker because there are a lot of accessories on this truck. Then we have our straight, so just our stovetop, flat top, whatever you want to call it. And then we have it in a short version as well. And then we start getting to the duals. So as you see now, we got one on each side. So our dual horn long, we got our dual horn short. We have our dual mitered long, mitered short, stovetop long, stovetop short. And then we up in size. So again, all the same options. We have it in a single, and I'm not trying to like skip too much, but for these it's just repeat stuff. So we're gonna look at let's see, that's our 6-inch. Yeah, and then it's all the same options. So our 6 to our 5-inch will show you what the side-by-side difference looks like. It is a little smaller. So those are your exhaust options, but with your exhaust options, you also get heat shields. So you could do, well, actually, before I do that, right here you have exhaust clamps. So if you wanted a straight pipe, you could have black, chrome, or paint exhaust clamps to kind of, blend it in or whatever. Heat shields, we got our first style in black, black chrome, chrome, paint chrome. And then we have a second style here. Third style. Which is really just changing the mesh pattern. So that's a side-by-side of all the mesh patterns. And that's all the exhaust options. Here we have our air tank, which is absolutely buried right now. All right, so it's hard to see on this cab. Probably be a lot better on the day cab, but there's an air tank right here, and it has all these options for brackets and tank combinations. You kind of see it a little bit, but not really prevalent on this truck. I just accidentally did this and realized that you can run double tanks if you wanted to. You just got to select your step as a tank first, and then come here and throw on the back tank, and then you could run even more fuel. So I accidentally found that out. Sometimes it's like that. Right here we can change the bunk panel, so paint or black, and the black is mirrored enough where it looks like the window on the actual Western Star. It does do both sides. Right here you could do decals, again in the open def. You could put whatever you want right here. Here we can change our frame rails. So we got our stock, we got our black. You can do chrome frame rails, and then you could do a paint match frame rails as well. Moving on to the back here, we have our backside. So we got different headache racks, and with that you can then put slots. That's the minimum amount, that's 50%, and that is maximum amount of slots. So you could do it on these headache racks, which is nice. We have it in black, chrome, flat black, paint matched, and then the same options apply here. Black with aluminum, chrome, flat black, and paint. Of course, we have our same options in chrome, and actually right here, right in here, you can see your air tanks that we painted, or I painted, or whatever. Chrome and aluminum, chrome and black, chrome and flat black, paint, flat black all around. Paint. We then have another style, so we have our logger rack. in black chrome, black paint, chrome with black, flat black paint. And I feel like it kind of takes a little long to load in these options, and I'm just assuming it's because there are so many options. I could just be in my head about it. Everything might take this long. We have a logger with a toolbox in the middle, which is pretty cool. And then we have a wind track, tunnel light nodes, and then we actually have a knuckle boom crane, which is, oh, I wish you could. I know, wish you could operate it like Farm Sim or BeamNG, but nah, it's nice to see it there. Right here we have deck, our decking. So we got checker plate in aluminum, black, chrome, and paint. We then have just regular diamond plate. And then we have a smooth aluminum. Or smooth, I'm sorry, just smooth in general. Here for our trailer cables, we have it in black, chrome, and paint. We have it pushed back further to the fifth wheel. We have it coming out of the deck, which I don't mind that at all. Except in real life, those would just be flailing around when you're bobtailing, and that wouldn't be great. Oh, that's cool. Nice little custom stand. Probably don't want to run the duct plate though, because it's just coming through there. If you do decide to run that one. And then you have that one set further back as well. We have some frame accessories here, and it is based on the side, so you could change them individually on the right or left side. So we have chains and a hanger, black, chrome, or paint hanger, and stock. And then we have a side box with steps. Here we have our fenders. So of course none. We got our half black, half chrome, half paint, and half plastic, which as you can see is textured. Then we have our Ironwerx quarter fenders instead of the Hogue builds. A single round. We have our work type A. And then our type B, which just puts flaps on, it looks like. Oh, it's a bit taller. Gotcha. Here we have our fifth wheel. Black, chrome, black and paint, black and stock. Ooh. Black and stock is missing. Don't use that one. We got chrome and black, chrome and chrome, chrome and paint. Alright, so it looks like the stock itself is broken. And then we have paint, Skip over the stock. Okay, there's the stock in black, chrome, and paint. Oh, the stock works. Interesting. All the others don't. Stock does work though. So if you wanted to, you can run these fenders separately. So obviously this one goes over the top. But if you go back here, you then have quarters on the back. So you can run, quarters on the front and the back. Or rounds. So that way you can have that double hump look. And these flaps you can change between black and white for the that one fender option. Right here we can change our rear axle, so you could make the axles themselves, let's see, paint, chrome, or stock. It does do the back as well. And then you can change the rear shocks. Right here. In a ton of different colors. So we got black, blue, chrome. Ooh, chrome is missing. We also have green, ice. That's like a cyan. Orange, paint. Paint's missing too. Pink, purple, red, stock, white, and yellow. So I just looked through the rear rims. All of them are pretty much the same options, except there's no like extra wides or anything like that like the front has. So there's less options as far as that goes, but all the same styles are still there. Rear bumper, we got our default black, stock as you saw, chrome and paint, and we can even do different flaps, so custom white animated. Before we switch, let's see, we got lights, so light plates, 4 different options for those. And then you can put a license plate as well. Back to the bumpers. We got bigger ones with light nodes. In black and chrome. We got a roller back with ramps. A full roller back across the whole back of the truck. So back here we will put on some different lights to show you the different rear lights. So we got, probably a bad place to show that off. Small brake with turn left and right. We got a reverse, a small reverse with a beacon, small reverse with beacon high. Got left high, right, and right high. Small reverse high. I'm assuming that's just the brightness. We'll put some on and see. Small turn left and right. A big brake of the same options. We also got all of the beacons that were earlier shown. Small brake lights. Big brake lights and turn signals. and then all the rest of the options that I showed up front. So I'm gonna, and before I forget, these right here, these stock 2 rear lights. I don't think I've seen anyone else have these whole units as a selectable light node. I think that's pretty cool. So we'll leave some of those on to see if they work too. And I'll put all the lights on so you don't have to see that. And then up here we have a small mirror in black, chrome, and paint. So I'm going to throw all the lights on the back so we can test that for the look at lighting later. And then I'll see you guys in the interior accessories. Alrighty, so here we are in the interior accessories. Up here in the top left, we got different GPS options. So you could have a Samsung S21 in just black. You could have it with, kind of like a chrome back. If you want the GPS, make sure you select the GPS option. We have a iPhone X. I like how they spelled that. And you even get that one in a red option. Up here we can change our speakers. So we got our black. That'll change all of them. Our black and chrome, our full chrome, chrome and black, paint, paint and chrome, black, black and chrome. This is the second style. And then a third style, which, what is the difference? Looks like the speaker in the back does change. So, change your speakers. Up here we have a clock. We can have it in blue, green, cyan, orange, pink, purple. Then we have a Ironwerx clock in all the same colors. We can put a compass up here, an ETA timer, temperature, I'm assuming outside ambient, but I kind of want to see the ETA. That's kind of cool, so we'll put the ETA in. We have a radio or stereo, so style 1 in blue, green, cyan. So again, that'll only show up with the thing. So style 1, style 2. This one actually has a GPS. Interesting. Then we have the Zoni, of course. But I'm interested in the GPS, so we'll put that in. We have custom slots here. So, you could put in watermelon lights. We got it in regular and low versions. So we got blue, green, cyan, orange, pink, purple, red, white, yellow, beacon. Okay, so that will actually be toggled with the beacon. So that's gotcha. That's just what it depends on. And then you could have it with your. All right, so my game crashed twice when trying to put in these watermelon lights. One for the yellow one triggered by the beacon, and then one of the ones triggered by the marker light. I don't know if that's due to me not having a file I need or anything like that. I'm pretty sure it's not. But, yeah, so I'm not messing with these roof slots. Just because I already crashed twice, I don't really care to do it again. Right here in the middle, you can also put the same phone options that are up here in the top left. For your dash panel, we have a black, carbon in 3 different colors. Got like it does your side too, like a custom. which those, if I had to guess, can be changed in the open def. So you could have that be whatever you want. We have our metal. We got some wood options. A good bit of wood options. And then our paint matched one. Our gauge rings can be black, chrome, or paint. The gauge face can be stock, an alternate stock which looks the same. Custom 0, 1, and 2. 1 is blue, 2 is orange, it looks like. Our gauge backs can be black, dark, green, gray, orange, red, white. Custom, again, in the open def. Custom 1 and 2. Our odometer. It's hard to see with the nodes there, but if I had to guess, I'd say one is a static or one's a rollover type deal. We have different steering wheels that come with the truck. A good selection of steering wheels for just, coming with the truck. And those dark gray ones are paint matched. I haven't repainted the truck to how we had it before. Over here, we again can put a phone for the GPS. Here we have our secondary color, so around the door, top of the dash. We can also do the whole cab, so this will do all the kind of plastic around the whole cab. Our door handles, which will probably be best shown on this side, has all the same options: chrome, stock, with paint. We have 2 floor mats. We have different flooring itself, so we got black carpet, a custom carpet. Again, probably can be changed in the open def, if I had to guess. Dark, we got green, we got light, orange, red, wood black, a custom wood, custom dark wood, a greenish wood, a light wood, an orange wood, a red wood. Right here we have our little shifter plate down there. A little hard to see, but chrome, green, gray, a dark gray, orange paint, red, and white. For the shifter itself, we have different knobs. So we got black diamond, chrome, and leather paint. Then we have our Eaton black, black Western Star, Eaton chrome, leather Eaton, a paint matched one. We also have a golf ball. They call this the grip. We have a pistol grip. Interesting. What is... They're calling that a pistol grip too. I've never seen a shifter like that. I kind of like it though. I kind of like it, I'm not gonna lie. And then a piston. And then just a smooth ball. We got a skull. And that is that. Over here we have the Western Store logo on whether we want it just the doors, just the seat, or both. We can change the seat so we can get rid of the passenger. Oh snap! I think I got rid of the driver's seat too. You get rid of all the seats. You can do black, black and gray, green, gray, orange, red, black. Another black and gray. Oh, it's cloth. You got it in leather. So those are those options. Up here we could change the leather color of all the pleated leather. Custom, again, in the open depth, you can do what you want. Red, black. There's some more custom. Gray, orange, red. There we go. Green with the leather. I think the leather looks better personally because that just looks too flat. I feel like you need the buttons, and the pleating in it, or you could take it off altogether. Interesting. Back here you can change your pillow, so you can do double pillows or singles. Customs, you can put whatever you want on the pillow. That's kind of cool. And then your bedspread can be changed as well. Again, customize that in the open def. Throw what you want on there. Show me your builds. Show me something cool that you've done to your open defs on this truck if you got it. Unfortunately, though, I got to go back and rebuild everything that was on the outside for us to take a closer look at and all that. And then it'll be time for a up close and personal. So I'll see you guys out there. Oh, wait. Before I forget, CB radio. We got this one in different colors. And then we have just the Cobra, either in chrome or black. And I'm pretty sure, okay, we got different mics too, chrome, black, and are they the same? Yes, so those are the mic options for the CB. So that is officially it for the inside. I will go build the outside again really quickly and then see you guys outside. So guys, I got it rebuilt pretty close to how it was, I think. It's not the end of the world if it's not. Time for that up close and personal. So let's start up front. Lights look pretty good. Nice chrome. Got our pins, our safety bolts in. Headlights, these are the 3D ones. You see there is depth to them. Our bullet lights up here. Which is actually no, or it's a flat glass rather than like a, like the watermelon style. Looks like some little texturing issues there. The interior saved pretty well. Our speakers, our shifter. Yeah, the interior saved pretty good. We'll check that out a little later. Got our brackets. Our light bar up here. Looks like little disco balls. Got these random bolts sticking out. Painted front axle. No front brakes. Who needs them? Got our motor, which good enough. I mean, it's got turbo on it. This side looks decent, except for the double exhaust goes through the fuel filter. All of our fuel lines and stuff are there. Intercooler hoses. Got our hood straps. The SX. Diamond plate. Pretty good. Moving on back, we got an 8-bag setup. So all the other trucks we've seen have had 4 bags, but you see there's one on the front and back of each axle. No brake chambers, not the end of the world. Torsion bar, no airlines, nothing like that. Not crazy detail on that front. Got our 5th wheel here. Painted driveline. Got our lights. These are just 2D textures. Nothing crazy. These aren't really that round. Not the best quality on those. We do also have, well, I'll take a look at the wheels real quick. These ones aren't too terrible. I don't know what those squares are on the circles. I'm assuming that's like a thing in modeling I know nothing about. I do like the 3D treads. Nice touch. We do also have the animated mud flaps. So right here on the front, they do move quite nicely. And I think I put the animated ones on the back as well. I did. They do go into the tire though. Not the end of the world. Let's take a look at the interior. So here we are inside. We got all of our gauges appear to be working. We got our windows. The switches, or the window switches do work. We got, let's see. Yep. Our windshield wiper switch works. Parking brake. We also got lights. Yep. That infotainment, or that little computer right there, does show us stuff. So our fuel, our speed, Ironwerx Modding, MPGs, our trip. We got our oil temps. I think I chose the wrong phone because the GPS isn't showing up. Here's that little stereo with the GPS up there though. That's kind of cool. And that is a ETA countdown timer, so I'll probably pick a load up, see if that works. So I'm gonna do that first, I think, and then we'll do a look at lighting. And here's our bunk. Looks pretty good. Textures look pretty good. The radio looks nice. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Alright, so I just accepted a load. I didn't pick it up, but that is our ETA. So in theory, we should get to our destination in 9 in-game minutes. So that does work. That's kind of cool. I haven't seen that before either. I do like new innovative things, for sure. I did notice though, well, let's see. Yo, even the shadows look good for sure. It must have been a small little glitch because I don't see it anymore. Or that little bright light under the wheels. I don't know what that's about. But the shadows are actually there and stuff. I've seen some busted shadows before, so that looks decent. So let's get into the look at lighting, and I think that should be a wrap. Alrighty, so it is still a little light out. Dusk. First things first, we got our hazard lights. So it does look like that one on the fender shines through the fender. Our little lollipop is working. Which it looks like it's just the flare. It doesn't look like it's the actual LEDs lighting up on that one. Oh, and I think I put some on this side. I did. So there's the oval and there's the small amber. Let's come around to the back. We have our left, rights. They are shining flares down. That's good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, that texture is definitely not the best. And I think we got these correct. Our left and then our rights. Yep. We also have our tail lights. So that's what the tail lights look like. And then we have our reverse lights. And those shine pretty far. And the two reverse lights on the right hand side were the ones with the beacon. And what it is some of them said hi and some of them didn't. So I put them on to try and see what the difference was. And I can't really say that I see one. We have our beacon light up here with the X pattern, which looks like it's shining into the cab. Hopefully that's not the case. Okay, good. Because that would not be fun to drive around with. And then if we come to the front, I put some beacons on the front too, so you could see what they are. The one on the right is the left one, the one on the left is the right one, and then the one in the middle is just the generic. So that's that. Our beacon bar up top is going absolutely nuts. We'll shut that off. We do have DRLs whenever the ignition is on. There's our running lights. I do wish those little amber lights worked with the turn signals. I think that'd be cool. So we got glow on everything. And yeah, okay, so this one over the fuel tank strap is one without a flare, so it will light up. It just won't shine down. As you can see, like, these have a direct arch below them. That one has a direct arch below it. This one isn't reflecting at all. So if you want a light that shows up looking at it but doesn't reflect on anything, there are options for that. We then have our headlights, which I just noticed changes the DRL color from white to orange. And then we have our high beams as well. So let's get kind of over the hood. Not even close to it. There we go. So those are the headlights there. Interior wise, nothing too crazy. I put the yellow lights in so it has like a yellow look. Top, we have our red. Right now we are in the middle of nowhere. Don't mind the GPS. I don't think I put in, yeah, I didn't put any lights in. Up here, one of these was the left and, okay, yep. So if you look, these actually are signal lights. I didn't see any right ones though, funny enough. So there's only left signal lights. So that's why they're both going off. And then I also threw one on that was a beacon, but with that beacon bar in the back, it's kind of hard to tell. Or I may have forgot. I probably forgot. And same thing with the flare. I don't think this one has a flare. I don't think it's supposed to. So, which they're not shining down on the hood, so looks like, you know, there's a little glow off of that one and not that one, but none of them really shine down or anything like that. So I know this one was a bit of a long one, but there were a ton of options, as you guys saw. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe so you can see what's coming next week. Let me know if you have this truck, if you like the truck, if you're going to buy this truck. Let me know in the comments. Engagement is key. Appreciate everyone that has already subscribed. And make sure to keep those wheels turning, guys. Y'all have a good week.